Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. I feel good today. I hope everybody's feeling good for no reason at all. Actually, I feel way more gooder than I may appear at this time. But I'm absolutely in the highest frequency of my authentic self. It takes a lot to contain what I'm actually feeling at the moment. But I hope you all feeling good for no reason at all, and radiating, vibrating, and operating in the authentic version and highest frequency of self. I ain't gonna take much of y'all time, but I'm gonna talk on a few different things today, just to provoke some thought and give us some things to look at. I was asked about the Lion's Gate portal in personal conversation, but I'm gonna use this platform to elaborate on it a little briefly more. And after that, if you led, whoever led, you can do your own research on it. August 8th, 8/8, is known as the Lion Gate portal. And the Lion Gate's portal has to do with when the star Sirius and the Earth is in alignment. The star Sirius is also known as the Leo sun or the second sun. But it was when those stars align with the planet Earth and coincides with the constellation of Orion, the pyramids of Giza, and certain other places with pyramids and on the planet. But when this takes place, when this alignment takes place, it forms a triune or trinity alignment, which therefore opens the lion, what we know as the Lion's Gate portal. How is it used? That's what Ascension is all about, according to where we are on our journey, the level of consciousness that we have opened ourselves up to, and how enlightenment has illuminated itself upon us. I said that to say no one can give you consciousness, but each one of us elevates ourselves through the grace of what consciousness is, if that's part of our life mission, and if we have made that part of our life mission. There are many levels of reality that exist. Each level of reality allows us to tap into or integrate with a certain level of consciousness pertaining to that reality. We all live in different realities right now, going on within ourselves, around people every day that may not even know the different realities that we be entertaining within ourselves. And what's so amazing about that is because it's to the point that two people can observe the same thing and be experiencing two total different realities from the same thing that they're experiencing. Are you here to serve yourself, or are you here to serve others? Are we here to serve ourselves, or are we here to serve others? Why did I ask that? Mainly because we're going through various vibrational tests according to what's going on Earth, planetarily, and cosmically. What are you broadcasting? More so, what are you programming in your light grid, in your light body, in your astral body? What type of thoughts do we think? All these things hold answers or are keys to certain questions that I ask from here and there. How are your thoughts affecting your light body? How do your thoughts affect you throughout the day? How do your thoughts affect you once you go to sleep? Furthermore, Love is the key to the higher frequencies of light. Love is the key to the higher frequencies of light. Now, I ain't say that we have to love everybody. We should love everybody, but I'm not saying that we have to love everybody, because it's not easy, but it's not hard neither. But what I am saying, you have to be the frequency of love. You have to be love. And if you can be love and get and tap into that frequency, then a lot of things you're able to overstand instead of indulging within them. If you seek to raise your consciousness to the deepest and highest level, I'm glad you made it here. Have you ever felt misguided? Have you ever been misjudged? Have you ever felt or been overlooked? Have you ever been passed up? Have you ever felt that you're being slept on? How did it make you feel? Have you forgave those who made you feel this way? It's just something to reflect on, not to get stuck in. My purpose of asking those questions is because we can't grow without something challenging us. You can't grow without something challenging you. Although many of our challenges come through the interaction with others, your journey is your own. In the end, there's no fingers that I could point at you, because a finger that I point at you, I just pointed it at myself. Remember, we meet no one but us. Life brings us many challenges for living's sake. Life brings us many challenges just for living's sake. What do I mean by that? Because, believe it or not, because you're living don't mean that you know how to live. Think about that. Because you're living doesn't mean that you know how to live. Most people haven't even stretched themselves beyond the borders that they have built up around themselves. A rubber band can't expand unless it is stretched. What are you doing to stretch yourself, to go beyond your self-imposed limits? A rubber band cannot expand unless it is stretched. For those who haven't took the leap and made the choice to spiritually evolve, spiritually ascend, really get to know your soul, and clean up the inner closet. Make that choice. It's time for spiritual awakening and harmony within oneself. Because we beat ourselves up more than anybody. Any criticism, any harsh judgments, and any spiteful words spoke against us, we beat ourselves up way worse than anybody else can cause damage by their actions or deeds. And those who are honest will tell you that. At least I can. But it's time for spiritual awakening and harmony. You will always find more peace and joy when you look deeper within yourself. It's never going to come from outside. You will always find more peace and joy when you look deeper within yourself. Regardless of what you see, and accept who you are. All of who you are. And I say that to say, when things seem bigger than you, that's when it's time to sit by yourself and listen. Feel good for no reason at all. Stay in the highest frequency of your authentic self. Stay hydrated. Eat good vegetation. And stay up. Love and light. Salute to God. Peace, family.